Students face challenges that go beyond academics. Struggles with mental health, personal hardships, and social pressures can make success feel out of reach. But behind every student is a network of caring professionals. Social workers, after-school staff, and SECAs play a vital role in creating safe spaces where students can grow emotionally and academically.
Hi, my name is Aurelie. I work for the after-school program, and I'm excited to be here. How we help our after-school scholars enroll is by helping them with homework help, with problems that are at home that they might have, any tests that they might be worried about. We tend to help them out the day before the test, and just being supportive in any emotional place that they might be, or if they're looking for a friend or someone to talk to, we are always available to our scholars.
I think one of the biggest challenges that students face today is dealing with their self-esteem and through peer issues. I think today a lot of kids are very intimidated by social media. They want to kind of do what other people are doing. They're very worried about kind of what other kids are saying, and that it's very easy to kind of feel bad about themselves based on what someone says online, or what also the people say in school too.
I think the challenge is that school is often the least of their worries. You know, they have so much stuff going on at home with families, peer conflict, and just overall the greater political climate we're in right now. And so it's hard to focus on being academically successful. So I just do my best to provide tools, whether it's organization tips or just a space to process what they're going through. I try to make my room a one-stop shop for whatever they need.
It's important to have SECAs in schools because teachers do a lot. You don't have time as a teacher to tend to everyone's needs and everyone's behavior or social emotional needs, because you have 20 to 30 other kids that you're dealing with. You feel me? So you need SECAs or support staffs to give them students what they need to make it a conducive learning environment.
School social workers are able to build and create those relationships with students that we aren't necessarily reprimanding them. We're not telling them what to do. So the important thing is we're able to kind of validate their concerns and their feelings and their thoughts. And sometimes when a teacher has a whole classroom to teach, they're not able to do that, and that is understandable.
A scholar came to me and referred back to a situation that happened at home and was very emotional about it. So my first thought was, hey, let's reach out, let's come home, let's see what's going on, how can we make the scholar feel better? So we did. We ended up coming home, and we ended up finding out what the situation was. We made the scholar feel safe and understood, and also tried to make the scholar more aware of the situation and not so frightened of what was really happening. The next day, the scholar came up to me and thanked me for actually reaching out and giving her the comfort that she needed.
I became a SECA out of necessity. Like, why anybody do any other job, bro? Like, just do it for the money. You feel me? But I stayed a SECA because I with the kids. You feel me? Like, because you get to really hopefully mold and hopefully have a life-changing experience with a kid.
So I first caught the social justice bug in college when I took my first sociology class, semester 1. And I learned all about, institutionalized racism, inequality, systemic inequalities, and so I wanted to do something to be able to help rectify that in the world.
Seeing my mom, she always worked with refugees, and she did social work in different fields and different organizations. That really just kind of inspired me to want to go and make a change and to do that work myself too.
I understand that all of our students don't come from the same background and most likely don't have the same life experiences So I have to be compassionate, I have to be understanding, empathetic, and I allow them to be themselves, but also follow the expectations of the student.
When they come into that space and they show us who they really are, that we accept them through that. And I think that's so important for any person, let alone students. And when we are able to show that compassion and accept them for who they are, we can go and help them to make changes in their lives, whether that's through self-esteem, whether that's through maybe behaviors at school or improving academics, or just improving their own emotional experience.
When we treat students with dignity and respect, it models how they should treat others and how they deserve to be treated. So it's kind of a ripple effect in that way.
And they're able to actually be more aware that not only do they have the school support, they have our support, and we can give them more of that one-on-one connection that they need, that they might not always get during school.
Supporting students goes beyond academics. It's about fostering resilience, emotional well-being, and a sense of belonging. Social workers, after-school staff, and SECAs are not just helping students succeed in school, they're shaping their futures. By providing safe spaces, guidance, and compassion, these professionals ensure that no student has to face their challenges alone. Because when we invest in their well-being, we invest in a brighter, stronger community for us all.